Fuck, there's like a bee fucking... So I'm really happy to see that yesterday's video seemed to go over well with you guys. A lot of you are enjoying the daily videos, and yesterday's specifically even got a little bit of attention on Reddit. Although it did get swamped when Complexity and Curse suddenly had the longest LCS game of all time, which is understandable. Now I'm really happy that a lot of people, most people in general actually, just seem to really enjoy the video. They seem to like the comparison and like the ideas, and it even generated some pretty good discussion as well. But the video did receive a lot of criticism. Now, some of the criticism is completely valid. You know, I'm by no means saying the video was a perfect video. Like, I never used any Dota 2 footage, which was just me not even thinking. I was just using old Dota footage that I had saved for previous videos. Dota All-Stars footage, which was just stupid of me. But in general, there were a lot of comments that were, I don't want to say hateful or anything, but they were just sort of negative. The title of the video, for instance, or the title of the submission to Reddit was "Why League is Such a Great Esport," and there were like a dozen or so comments and messages I got in my inbox that just said it isn't. Now, before I go any further, I just want to say I love the League of Legends community. I love the subreddit, the general forums, you know, even the places that people say shows the worst parts of the League community. I think the League community is fine. I think it's no worse than any other community out there. But the community does seem to be a little bit more negative than recently, and I sort of want to talk about that. It may have been going on before this, but when I first noticed it was when two things happened. When Riot screwed over Korea, not letting them exclusively host the Season 4 World Finals, and when Riot screwed over Gambit for Wembley LCS, and as well as NIP, not letting Gambit or Alexish have the proper time to get visa stuff sorted out. Now, this is really stupid of them, and I criticize them just as much as anyone else. Riot deserves criticism if they make big mistakes like this, but this sort of opened the floodgates to everyone just throwing out their own complaints about the game, about the community, or about whatever. Suddenly everyone seemed to be using it as an excuse to hate Riot, to hate the balanced team, to hate content creators, or even to hate their favorite pro team when they aren't doing that well, or even just hating the game in general. Maybe hate is a little bit too strong of a word, but there has been a lot more negativity. This is just one of the random videos from the subreddit. This got voted up to the top. It was like the top submission for a day, and it has a lot more dislikes than a year ago, a video that would be, the top voted. People seem much more likely to dislike videos. They seem much more likely to use, say negative things in the comments and just be very negative in general. Giving criticism is fine, of course. I'm not trying to say it's not, but it sort of shocks me and it sort of makes me wonder. Like, my first video, I feel like if I released that today, it would get just torn to shreds by the community. Hello YouTube, this is GBay99, and today I'm going to be showing you how much ELO you can actually gain from playing only one champion in solo queue. Oh my god, I cringe so hard every single time I rewatch that video, which is like why I never rewatch any of my old videos. They may have had good messages and like good overall themes, but the execution was just terrible. My voice just sounds terrible. There's like no editing, which is why I don't think that they would go over all that well if I just started releasing them today. Anyway, I guess the point of me making this video is sort of to ask you guys if you've had a similar experience, because if you have and the League community is being fairly negative, then that's not that good of a thing, obviously. Potential content creators, potential pros, potential future people that could blossom into something that could really give back to the community might be just getting snuffed out right now if the community is having this very overall negative view towards anything that someone shares. I realize making this video isn't going to just completely change the way the community works, but I just want to remind you guys, whoever it is right now that's watching this video, you right there, remember that content creators work to make videos to entertain you. Remember that your favorite pro teams, every player on your favorite pro team, they're just doing what they do, working as hard as they can to win the LCS for you, to win Worlds for you, and every single Rioter just wants to make a better experience for you. They want to update their client, they want to eventually get out replays, I hope, and they want to balance the game to make it an enjoyable experience for everyone. You don't have to worship these people, and I'm not saying that you have to give like a fake smile, an overly positive response to every little thing that's shared within the community, but don't give an overly negative response to everything either. I don't know, maybe League is just going through like its depressive, rebellious teenage years, and eventually this will all pass naturally. And, you know, maybe this isn't even happening all that much. Maybe the community's always been like this, or maybe it's been going on forever. But either way, I don't think the game or the community or the content that's shared about it isn't as bad as everyone's constantly making it out to be, and I encourage you guys to have a bit more of an optimistic view of everything. Either way, before I get too preachy here, I'm gonna go ahead and stop. Tell me your experiences in the comments below. I'm not too sure if this is something that's only been happening to me, or if maybe the community has just always been like this and I've only taken now to notice, but this is something that, you know, we can't just fix it naturally, and maybe it won't ever be fixed, but I do encourage you guys to be more optimistic, be more encouraging towards your favorite pro teams, your favorite rioters, and your favorite content creators as well. As I wait for those comments to roll in, I'm gonna go watch the World Cup. I'll see you all tomorrow, but until then, thank you very much for watching. Good luck in solo queue, and have a wonderful day.